Hmm. All right. We're gonna play some old school Ogre Battle. I haven't played this game in forever, so I will probably be El Terrible. I actually don't even know if my controller's set up right, but we'll find out. This will probably be the first game that I play through. I'm gonna do. I posted on Facebook. I'm gonna do a series of like best RPGs of all time, and probably I don't know if I'll finish all of them, but I'll probably play at least a little bit of everything that's put on the list. And I asked for some suggestions of stuff that I could play too, because I didn't just want it to be the games that I constantly consider to be my favorites. That would get boring pretty quick. It looks like indeed my controller is not set up correctly. Um, hmm. Let's try this. Does that work? Nope. Hmm. Maybe I have to restart this. Hope so. Hope it works. It worked before. I have used it before, just not in a long time. Probably, I don't know, a couple years. But I didn't reinstall anything, and it still had my old settings. So I don't know why it wouldn't work, aside from it just being difficult. Okay. The text it there, so let's see if it works now. Ogre Batal. kind of... Oh god. Why won't you work? Okay. Let's recalibrate everything really quick. They're all the same, but it just doesn't appear to want to recognize them. Alrighty. Yeah, worm, whatever. Okay, now it works. I always found this cursor to be really weird. It's like this angel that just sticks her butt in your face. It's such a weird choice for a cursor. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of something really fast. Our hero's name, well, Mako, okay. It's more than okay, baby. It's perfect. I am male. So this is one of the cooler, character creation systems, kind of, in an RPG, where it just asks you what your name is, and then you go into this, and you draw cards from their tarot deck, and that will present you with a question, and then you answer the question, and depending on what kind of all of your answers are, it gives you an alignment, and then based on your alignment, it gives you a class, which is like your set of abilities and your stats and things like that. So you don't really go through and create... Well, you create a character by answering questions, but you don't, like, choose things. You just kind of answer questions, and then from that it determines what you are. Oh god, I didn't actually read the question. I don't read the question. Oh, I can look at it on the screen. You're staring at the full moon of the night before a battle. What are you thinking of? What am I thinking of as I look at the moon the night before a battle? I think I'm gonna be a, I mean, it doesn't matter that much in this game, like, you don't really make, you make some choices, but mostly it's just a strategy game with some RPG elements, like leveling up and stuff like that, but, I think I'm gonna be, like, a paladin-y, goody guy, so I'm gonna choose that I'm thinking of my family. Because of a mistake you made, your army is forced to retreat. What do you do? So I made a mistake. My army is forced to retreat. What do I do? Shrug your shoulder. You know. It happens. I would probably lament my mistake. I would regret it. I wouldn't retire. That's what cowards do. Cowards retire. Be sure the Unites abstain from disgraceful behavior. What do you do? What do you warn them most about? Probably be kind. No. Be kind or don't make empty promises. Obey the law, not so much. Sometimes you gotta get some shit done. Probably be kind. As a king wishing to rule the world, what personality trait do you feel you most lack? What do I most lack? Wouldn't these two be kind of the same thing? I probably don't have expansionism. I'm probably, if I'm a paladinly sword, I'm probably not really interested in expansion. So, I like expansionism. The country in which you rule, a cult has started a rebellion. What do you do? Send your followers, send your army. Abdicate your throne. Fuck it. I give up. I would probably send my followers. If they're starting a rebellion... Yeah, I'll send my followers. What does this messenger look like? Messenger from the gods appears before you. What do they look like? I like the idea of an ill-dressed youth. That's kind of cool. And finally, you pick one random card. The actual cards that you get, it is random, and you get a different series of questions. But you also start the game, like, there are tarot cards that you can use to gain effects. And the ones that you pull from the deck determine which ones you start with. And this one will also... I won't get a question for this one, but it'll give me another one that I start the game with. I got Emperor. Okay. And to us all, victory! Alright. I have not played this game in a really long time. I do remember some stuff. Remember this first, I mean, this is basically a tutorial stage. It's pretty much impossible to actually lose here, because he doesn't send out armies to fight you, he just sits in his base and waits for you to show up. But, there's some treasure to find. Basically, as you move around, you choose which unit you want to move, and you get this little flag, and that tells them, you tell them where you want them to go. So you can move over, depending on where they always move in a straight line. So, like, if I wanted to go, say, if I wanted to go to this village, this city here, but I wanted to follow the road, they don't move in a straight line. They move in the most, if I remember, they move in the most timely manner, like whatever will take them the shortest amount of time. And moving over terrain will slow them down. So, like, everything's faster on roads. And then it's like after that is grassland, and then the mountains are really slow. Water is super slow, but you can get stuff that has different movement speeds, like you can get flying units and stuff like that. But there is stuff that's hidden that if you move over certain areas you can find. So if I remember right, there's something on this island down here. I think it's a treasure. So I'm going to tell my one unit to go there. Yeah, so because it would have taken him slightly longer to go there in a straight line, he went over here and then he's going to go straight down. Oh, hey, someone's in the chat. I wasn't paying attention. Let's look and see who it is. Baby Daddy Beast. Hello, Baby Daddy Beast. Who are you? You seem like you would be a person that I know, since no one else watches this. I got an ice blade. Alright, so since I got a piece of equipment, Metal Marines turn-based strategy? I don't think I ever played that. It doesn't sound familiar to me. I may have played it before, just don't remember. Okay, so now I can go here and I can see this ice blade. Let's see if I can remember how to... Okay, I can't equip it because they're not at a city. But I don't remember how to look at the stats. So now, this first level is really boring, because you just run around and find a bunch of treasure, and you move super slow. So slow. And this is now an enemy. He has a question mark because he's a boss, and I haven't fought him yet, so I can't see what he is. But normally you can click on them, and then once you fight them once, you can see what they have and what they are and all that stuff. But I haven't fought him yet, so I don't know what he is. I thought that was a treasure there. Okay, what's it for? This Metal Marines. Is it for Super Nintendo or what? Yeah, I guess there's nothing on this one. I thought there was. I know for a fact that there is a town here, because this is where you recruit your first unique character. If I can speed this up, this is something happens here. I can, but I don't know that. As far as your earlier question, this isn't really turn-based strategy. It's more like real-time, and then when you go into battles themselves, your units will basically all act in accordance with their formations. I can show it more on the next level, but right now I only have my one unit, so I can't really do much. I'm actually going to go ahead. Oh, crap. I'm actually going to go ahead and liberate this town. So your main objective is to liberate towns, which give you influence and reputation and things like that. So I liberated the trade city Dascania. Liberation. And then whenever you liberate a place, it'll ask you whether or not you want to pull a card. The cards, they add to your tarot deck, and then they also have some other effects, like and they're positive or negative effects. So like sometimes they'll change it to daytime or nighttime. They might give you reputation or take reputation away from you. They do all kinds of different things. So we'll pull a card. We got Chariot, which I think gives me a strength bonus. So whenever it says this, the bonus applies to whatever unit liberated the city and pulled the card. So all the units in this, all of the characters in this unit now have +2 strength, which is pretty good because I think this is mostly fighters and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing it on emulator, but I had it on Super Nintendo a very, very long time ago. And I have the PlayStation version as well. Yeah, Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy II are two of my favorite games. Secret of Evermore is pretty good. Town. I think there's a treasure on this little crescent-shaped island too, but I know there is a town here. This is where you recruit your first named follower. It was a knight named Lance. Called City Zeltenia. Find out.
Liberation.
I'm gonna pull a card. Fortune.
Thank you.
It's pretty good. Having a high reputation is pretty nice. Your reputation affects what NPCs will join you. Certain NPCs that will join you only if you have a low reputation, or some that will join you only if you have a high reputation. Lands, for example, if somehow your reputation tanks before you recruit him, he will not join you. But there is a witch later named, I think, Deneb, that will only join you if your reputation is very low. I don't remember if there is a secret on this tree or not. A lot of the buried stuff has like it'll be kind of obvious that something kind of is there. Like, you look at the map and you're like, that seems like a place that something would be hidden. Like, I think there's something here. But we're gonna go liberate this temple now. I'm gonna deploy. Actually, we're going to. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to. There we go. Strength plus 7 is what the Ice Blade gives. Which is pretty nice. But in order, I have to have that deployed to do it. Let's see. It's not actually where I want to go. However, I am going to give the Ice Blade to Lance. He is one of the strongest units that you get very early, and giving him the Ice Blade, I mean, his strength is 67, it'll get plus 7, so he will become very, very strong. He has a 74. I'm actually going to send him over here, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember, there's something down in this peninsula past the castle. But again, because it wants to take the fastest route there, he's going to try to walk up around. But I don't want him to do that because then he'll run into this thing. So I have to tell him to go out in the water. Then I have to tell him to like walk step by step over here. See how crushingly slow he's moving in the water versus this guy who's moving pretty quick. And then he'll slow down a lot once he hits the mountains, I think. Yeah, so he's much slower.
Liberation. Lucky.
It's not bad. There's a wizard there, so... Blah, blah, blah. You can pause the game. Where's this guy going? God damn it. Why did you do that? I actually want to retreat from this. I want to retreat because I have not fully explored this map yet. Whenever you lose a battle, so whenever you battle, if you win, which is determined by whoever does the most damage, in numbers, that the loser gets pushed backwards a set distance. The only exception to that is the boss of a level. The boss of the level, even if you defeat him, quote-unquote, by doing more damage than him in a single fight, he doesn't care. He won't move. He will just shove you backwards until you can actually kill him. But any damage that you do to him stays. He does heal up over time. Anyway, all units, the damage that they take stays unless they are on a city space or a castle space, in which case they'll heal over time. And the only way to beat a boss... Oh, also, if you defeat individual units of the boss, like the bosses can have reinforcements and stuff, if you defeat individual units of them but don't defeat the boss himself, he will basically summon new ones. So it's kind of the best thing to do is to whittle everyone down low until you can beat all of them in one fell swoop. Mystic and then weird symbol. If I remember, that's a helmet. This is kind of helmet looking, I guess. Each individual unit can only equip one item. So it's not like you can have a weapon and a helmet and a whatever else. You can have each individual person can have one item on them. I don't remember anything else being on this stage. I thought there might be something on this little peninsula, but there's not. So we're just gonna go fight Warren now. This is really easy because he has no backup. So we're just gonna beat the crap out of him. And then that'll give us our actual army, and then we'll do a bunch of editing of units. I didn't even look to see what my class is. Your hero class doesn't matter that much, because generally speaking, if your hero is fighting, you've probably already screwed up. But this first level is an exception because you only have one other unit, and if I remember right, he won't even fight you unless it's your hero. I got Phantom, huh? I think Phantom is one of the evil ones. So, because Warren was basically the leader of like the Resistance Army, and this was kind of him testing me. So now that I've beat him and earned his trust, the Rebel Army, I lead the Rebel Army now. Okay, whatever. So now I have a bunch of soldiers. I have all these guys. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct everything and rebuild our army from the ground up. I can't. Yeah. And the fastest way to do this is just remove the leader, which moves everyone back, but I couldn't do that with the first one because it's my main character. The wizard named Little. Oh, random names. You don't make any sense. Oh, we have ourselves a samurai. Eric the Knight. Okay, so now we're going to rebuild. The way that units basically work is whenever you put them into a, or whenever you put a character into a unit, depending on where you put them, either front row or back row, it'll change their abilities. So you see over to the side there where it's got all the stats and stuff like that, and it says next 100 XP, that's how much it takes him to level up. And this is F slice B slice, and then there's a 2 next to the first one and a 1 next to that. So that means if I put him in the front row, he will perform 2 slices over the course of each battle. And if you put him in the back row, he will do 1 slice over the course of each battle. And then move is basically tells you where he moves the best, so this guy moves best over planes. And then leader tells you whether or not he can be the leader of a unit. In order to be the leader of a unit, they have to be an advanced class, which is like knight, samurai, cleric, stuff like that. Basically, whenever you recruit a guy, if you recruit a male, they start as a fighter. If you recruit a female, they start as a Amazon, which is an archer. And then once they level up to, I think, level 3, they can go to an advanced class. And then, based on some various things, they can change. They get different options as to what advanced classes they can become. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a unit for lands. He's going to be a heavy hitter guy. So we're going to put him front and center. We're going to give him a cleric and put them in the back row, because if they put a cleric in the back row, they heal twice a fight, which is insane. I'm not sure what our formation is going to look like yet, so we'll just put him there. I haven't played in so long, I don't really remember a lot of the more intricate strategies. Like, I know that you want to level up fighters and Amazons differently because they have different requirements for classes there. So, like, Amazons can become clerics, witches, and something. Oh yeah, they have a couple other options. And then fighters can become like knights, samurais, ninjas, wildmen if they're like evil. They become like these barbarian guys. And then a lot of this stuff will also has a step above that. So like samurai eventually becomes a samurai master, ninja becomes a ninja master, knights become paladins, clerics become, I think they become priests, and wizards become sorcerers, stuff like that. Okay, we're giving a unit for lands. Do with him. We'll give him a couple more fighters, because they will probably level up really quickly to become knights, which means they will be able to lead units on their own. I should have been paying more attention. Okay, I'm actually going to start this over. I'm going to add character, I'm going to find lands. Put in there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to find out cleric. We're going to look at their stats. For clerics, their charisma and their alignment are very important. So this cleric, okay, they all have the same, so it doesn't matter. So I'll get this one. For knights, their strength and alignment is important. So we're going to look for some high strength characters. This guy's really strong for a fighter. 50. This guy's had 50s. Ooh, 51. Ooh, 54. 53, I mean, man. This guy is very strong. Okay, we're going to put him in there. And while we're doing this is, once they become knights, they can lead units of their own. And then we're going to give him an archer in the back. So again, we want a charisma alignment, because eventually they will become probably a cleric as well. Clerics are very strong. I want the same. Any archers over here? They're all the same. Put the archer here. And then, as you see, we have one spot open, but these units max out at 5 units, or 5 characters. If you're using monsters, monsters basically take up 2 slots. So, like, you see the hellhounds and the octopuses and all that crap over here. Those are treated as being 2 characters. So now we're going to find Warren, who was the named wizard, the leader of the rebellion. I'm going to put him in here, and you see he has Magic 2, if you put him in the back row, which means he will cast 2 spells of whatever does the most damage. Give him a nice little front line. fighters. Give him an Amazon, and we'll give him a cleric. Clerics are super good. Any of your units are going to be doing a lot of fighting. You want them to have a cleric. Beastman, they're really good to put with beasts. These Hellhounds are really strong. You see they attack 3 times each if you put them in the front, so we're going to give this guy 2 Hellhounds. Then we're going to build a fast-moving skirmish unit with the 2 Griffins. What do you want to put with them? Oh, we have another Beastman. Do that. So we've got a mountain fighting unit, pretty hard-hitting. And then we're going to give this guy 2 Griffins. Because Griffins have really high sky. Whatever move type is the most prevalent, whatever is the best for all of them, the entire unit gets that. So because we're going to give this guy 2 Griffins, which have high sky, basically this unit flies. Which means they move very, very fast, and they ignore most terrain. So now we're going to build some leveling units. So we're going to make this Samurai dude. Samurai are neat because if you put them in the front row, they attack physically. If you put them in the back row, they do an ability called Ayanuki, which is like a really hard-hitting physical attack that can hit anything, whereas Slash can only hit stuff that's in front of them. So we're going to put him in the back so he can have some versatility. Some fighters. I've only got 1 cleric left, and I don't think I want to use it on him. So we'll give him 2 Amazons. This unit's pretty weak, but it should level up very quickly. I think for this one, I might just go ham with wizards. Get like 3 wizards in the back row, 2 fighters in the front row. That'll do a lot of damage. It'll be like a really good unit for cracking anything that my other units can't handle. These guys can go in and roll them up. Okay, I've got 1 knight left. I want to get him out in the field, because knights, once they turn into paladins, are super good. This guy's really smart. Hopefully he can become a wizard. Okay, now because only 2nd tier characters can become leaders, and you have to have a leader in every unit, that means that I can now only make 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 more units, regardless of how many of this stuff I have. So I need to think about what I want. I definitely want another cleric unit. I've got 6 fighters left and 3 Amazons. So we're gonna do this. This guy's good. This guy's good. This guy sucks. Gerald blows. Dylan's a beast. I'm gonna give this guy an Amazon. Witches are very weird, if I remember right. Yeah, they stun, which doesn't do any damage, but it makes it so that the enemy basically loses a turn, and it hits everything. But they don't have very good like initiative. They tend to not go fast, which means that it can't be true that a witch will use her stun as the last move, which sucks. But we're gonna use her. There. What are we gonna do? I could give her the golem and the giant. I think I will do that. And these guys hit like trucks. Each of them attacks 3 times, and then the witch stuns. Golems also have very high defense, but their HP sucks. So he has 48 HP, but he has a really high defense. Okay, now I can only make 2 more units because I've got 2 wizards left. Which probably means... There. Probably what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these 3 fighters in front of this guy, and I'm going to give him an Amazon. That is a pretty average unit. And then the last one, this last wizard, I'm going to give him the 2 octopuses, because they have water movement. So I can send him to liberate towns that are on the ocean. And he can skirmish really well there. Octopuses attack 4 times if we put them in the front, so that unit will do a ton of damage. Okay. So I just need to see if I need to... Oh no! Okay, that's really bad. I forgot to add units to him. Whatever, he can just have whatever's left. Okay. Alright. I need to see my stats. Okay, so if I get in front, I do poison twice. If I'm in back, I do phantom once. That is definitely the evil set of abilities. But I thought I answered the questions pretty nicely. I'm going to leave him in back because phantom is an AoE. It's everything. Poison is not. If I remember right, it hits one thing. So, this is a very weird hero formation. That's not what I remember. Dang it. Okay, so the reason I want to do it this way is because now, in order to hit my backline, they have to kill the Hellhound first. Because the Hellhound is in front of both of them. And I'm going to change this one to be kind of the reverse of this, because in order to hit the 2 back here, then, they'll have to kill all 3 of the front line. So now, because Lands is in the middle, the 2 guys on the wings, they can be attacked by anyone in the middle or anyone on the outside. But even if they both die, the Lands is in the middle, so he'll start soaking up a lot of the damage. I think everyone else is good. There we go. And we're done. I have no idea if this is a good setup or not. Like I said, I haven't played this game in forever, so we're going to find out. You can revisit past maps to rediscover treasure and things like that, so here's the Castle of Warren. I can go back there. Because it's a flag, it's already completed. And across swords is my next battle, so we're gonna go short. Now then, as soon as the game starts, this is where the last boss is, he will spawn like all of his units and start sending them out. And he's going to try to fortify these towns so that I can't take them. If I remember, there's a town here that's hidden, there's definitely a town here that's hidden, but I don't remember where any of the treasure on this map is. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my flying unit out to scout all these mountains for treasure, while I just hold this guy. I'll probably take this town, I'll probably take this temple too. There's a town there, I remember, a hidden town. Okay. So, first I'm going to deploy Lands. Lands is a very frontline heavy unit. They've got Lands, who has his magic Ice Blade, and then they've also got a Cleric. So they can take a lot of punishment. So I'm going to send them out into the front. I'm going to send them to take this temple. Because I want them to also be paladins, I want them to be liberating towns. Liberating towns increases your alignment, if I remember right. It increases your alignment, and to be a paladin, you want a high alignment. I haven't played this game in forever, like I said, so I may not be entirely correct in all of this, but that's what I remember. I know I didn't look up any tutorials or anything like that before I started playing. I just started playing again on a whim. So, Warren actually has a very low charisma, which means that I will get less reputation if I send him to liberate towns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him here, and then once Lands liberates this temple, I will send Warren in to hold it. And then I will probably dispatch Lands to this, because this is going to be where the main battle takes place. The first battles are going to take place here, the second battles are going to take place here, because he's going to come down, he's going to send people to try to take these. This one's mine, and this one's mine for free, because they're so close to my starting area. This temple is going to be contested, and then once I repel him once, he's going to basically set up shop around here. This is where the second battle line is going to be. He's probably also going to send something along this island chain to try to flank me, so I need to make sure that I keep someone here. And then once I secure this and kind of have him bottled in, then I can send probably my weird octopus unit up here. Maybe, I don't know. They have a low charisma as well, so I don't know if I want to send them. But I'll send someone up here to explore these island chains as well. So for right now, we're going to send Warren here. Who's this? This guy is good in the mountains. I don't think I want to deploy him yet. Okay, this is my exploration unit. So we're going to send him. Go up here first. I think I will send them to take this town. That's a heavy hitter unit as well. I'm just going to leave them on my castle as backup for my really crappy hero unit. Okay, this is another paladin crew. So we'll send them to take this town that's nearby. Cleric crew, huh? I really anticipate that, yeah, the first fight's going to be here. I'll probably have to do some fighting here and here. Probably. Not sure. I'll probably have to do more fighting up here, so I'll send them there. I'm going to repeat what we did with Warren's unit there. Okay, I definitely don't want these guys liberating anything. this, and then up there. Just watch the coastline. Oh, oops. Oh, that's all my units. I think I have more units, but I can't deploy. There is a deploy max. Right? I have, like, just one more? 2 more. My coastal unit? Okay. That's fine. This mountain unit's probably pretty useless anyway. I should probably actually just ban them. But whatever, it's fine. They can stay for now. Then you're gonna go and watch everything unfold. You don't actually see what the enemy is doing until they get close to your units. It's you know, sight range.
Liberation. Thank you.
Let's see, what am I here? I have no idea. A bunch of random stuff.
Liberation.
Ooh. That sucks. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Shut up! No! Okay. Every once in a while you want to pause and kind of reevaluate what all of your units are doing. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's all fine. Gozer? That's a weird name. Okay, so these guys are free to move up now because Lance's unit is ahead of them, so he will liberate the town before they get there. But I want them to hold it.
Liberation.
That sucks. 1 point of rep isn't terrible. I don't care. Holy crap, shut up! Okay, so we're gonna move the lands up. We're gonna take a pretty aggressive posture here. Changed our mind. We're actually gonna wait for them. Yeah, we'll wait for them right here. It gives us a pretty easy retreat to the temple if we need it. And we have backup at the temple. I seem to remember there being something in all these mountains. Alright.
Fight it out.
Fuck them up, lands. your clerics will heal whoever's missing the most health, basically. And their healing does, in fact, detract from enemy damage dealt in terms of deciding who wins. So, because I have a cleric, my cleric is basically undoing a lot of their damage. So we should easily win this. Their formation is very suboptimal as well. But again, this is, you know, the second level, the first real level. So it's kind of to be expected, where they have like a knight on the back row, he's only attacking once, like, it sucks. This is a much better formation, but it's not a full unit. The Hellhound is going to hurt. He's going to attack 3 times, if I remember right. But all of my dudes are going to punch him really hard. And we'll kill him. And that wizard should be easy pickings. Ah, that would have been nice. As you can see, wizards take a ton of damage. They are really easy to kill. And we murdered the crap out of that guy. But we didn't kill him. So that means that he is going to probably retreat and recruit any Hellhound and come back. So these guys are just going to keep slugging. You also lose alignment if you fight guys that are lower level. So you want to spread out. It's basically like bullying. Like, if you are really high level and you're beating up low-level enemies, you'll lose alignment. It's like dishonorable. So we're probably gonna like let them weather this next wave, and then we'll probably back them up and move someone else forward to take their place. Let them fight these knights, and then we'll back them up, probably.
Fight it out.
Yeah, they should be able to kill them really easily. And the fights are entirely automated. I cannot control what against them. My only control over them is to determine where in the formation they go. But after that, they just attack whatever they want. We'll let them keep going. Let's look at... I'm just gonna do this really fast. $52 XP to next level. So they're all basically halfway to the next level. Change class. You can see here these guys can't change. Lance can step down a class, but that would be really bad. If he can step up a class, then the little circle there would be an up arrow, and I could click on him and it would give me an option, which I should get pretty soon from the other guys. Actually, I want to... yeah. I want to move these guys up, because I probably want them to actually be the next level of defense. I don't really care that much about my wizards and stuff. I don't really care that much about them. But I can send these guys up to then hold this town just in case something goes horrible.
Fight it out.
Alright, so see those two guys leveled up. The cleric definitely will not be able to change class yet. The Amazon might. Nope, not yet. Okay. We're gonna keep them in for now. This is a terrible formation for them. These two Amazons in the front are awful. They're gonna get the crap beat out. Now there is something that I see during the... So you can go in and determine their tactics. All this does is it'll determine if your guys have a choice of who to attack, who they prefer to attack. So best means that they will attack whoever they can do the most damage to. Strong will say that they attack whoever has the most HP. Leader, they'll prioritize the leader, and weak will be whoever has the lowest HP. So these are different tactical applications. So for example, if you're trying to win the fight, you want best, because that would give you the highest numbers. Strong is best if you're trying to whittle them down, so that, like, without destroying the unit, you want all the enemy units to be as low as possible, so that you can wipe them out next time. Leader is best for bosses, because all you care about with bosses is killing the leader. And then weak is if you're trying to reduce numbers. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on best. So all I'm going to do right now is keep repelling these guys until my two fighters can level up.
Fight it out.
That hurts. That sucks. Lots of misses. That's really bad. But Lance to the rescue. Hopefully Lance doesn't fucking die here. Okay. We killed the Hellhound, so I'm not afraid of the Beastman on his own. If I remember, you only get XP for killing units, not for defeating them in fights. Jeez.
Fight it out.
Actually, I think I'm going to change them to weak, so that we can get XP. We want numbers reduction. We don't really care if these guys retreat and recoup, because we're not really losing any resources right now. You also lose alignment for killing good aligned characters. So, for example, if I kill this cleric, whoever kills him will probably lose alignment, because clerics are almost universally good aligned. Even the enemy clerics are good aligned. So heal off, boys. That's pretty good. I didn't actually want to kill her. Because again, this is a high alignment group that I want.
Fight it out.
This guy I can kill. Beastmen have average to low alignments. all those guys leveled up. I don't remember what level you have to be a knight. These rules don't apply to characters that start this way, but I think you have to be like level 5 to become a knight. Oh no, this guy can become a beastman, a doll mage, or a wizard. Doll mages are awesome. I'll make him a doll mage. Doll mages are sweet. But they are moderately low alignment, so probably I'll have to kick that guy out and he'll have to get his own unit after this map. But until then, pretty good. Okay, so see these guys sneaking across the water over here. This is a Valkyrie. Valkyries are also really good. So they basically have the same tactic as me, where they have a Valkyrie with a Griffin, and that means that the Valkyrie can fly, so they're sending him over the water to try to assault this stuff. But I have it nicely defended. He is, however, going straight for which is not great.
Okay.
That is what I wanted. I wanted them to intercept them before they could get to my main crew. This is probably going to hurt. This is not a very strong unit. As you can see, Ayuki does a ton of damage, but he takes a little bit. He also has a fairly high miss rate, but it does a lot of damage, and because it can target anything, it's pretty nice. That'll send them packing, because now they don't have a leader, so this Griffin will just run away on its turn. Okay, we'll head back to the main base. You can also use that to your advantage, because you know, like, it's uncommandable, because it has to change with this little icon, so it will head back to their base in a straight line. So if you can, like, loop around, like if you're having trouble eradicating units, you can loop around behind them and then kill their leader, and basically stand between them and their base. And they will just run into you over and over because they have to. They cannot be commanded. But I am going to let that guy leave, I don't really care. Okay, so these guys are going to fight now. Okay, this is still Lance's unit, so that's good. They're really strong now. They have a doll mage and all this other crap. Doll mages are good because they only do one attack, but their attack is AoE, it's everything. Fucked up. Oh, she killed him.
Fight it out.
That's right. That's the only thing to do. Nice. This Amazon should be able to level up into something now. Yep, under options. Cleric! Double Cleric is a very, very strong unit. So we'll do it. This is a super strong unit now. I can't turn into anything. Their alignment looks like it's starting to fall, and still has a high alignment, but the rest of them have low alignments. So I'm going to back them up. I'm going to back them up to there. Move this crew over. Try to let them fight some. Meantime, I'm actually going to recall this group. I know there is a hidden city there, but I don't really care that much about it. I want to hold this bridge for now. Sit on that city. So back there. Jeez, I figured I would have found something by now with these guys. They go back up. Move them forward. Take this turn. Ooh, witch. What do you have with you? An octopus? I'm not scared. This is Warren's group. I'll send him up to reinforce this town. Excuse me.
Point it out.
Again, I'm going to change these guys to weak, because I want numbers reduction to gain XP. These guys get beat up really badly. Okay. Yes. The Hellhound has one more attack, I think. Nope, kill them. Good. Excellent. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Point it out.
Witch versus witch. But my witch has 2 monsters to your 1. That sucks. That sucks really badly. So there's the power of the witch, right there. But, whenever your enemies get hit, they have a chance to wake up. So what happened is, his octopus hit me, which caused me to wake up, which gave me immediately that guy's 2 turns. And he punched the crap out of him.
Lucky.
Nice. I believe it's an intelligence bonus. Yep. Pretty good. Oh, I don't remember how you get a vampire. Vampires are so good in this game. Holy cow. I usually end up turning lands into a vampire because that seems cool to me. Like this knight guy who's super dedicated to his homeland and then just vamps out. This is what has to be done. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Well, that unit's gonna retreat now. But they will probably kill that guy first. They will definitely kill that guy first. So they won, but they have to retreat. That's bad. I'm gonna lose that city.
Point it out.
God, their witch is so fast. Yeah, that sucks. We're all stunned. But he will go, so now he gets to punch the crap out of that guy twice. And because we're fighting on a city and they're not, we're healing between fights. Now, because I lost this city, and I had been sending these guys to reinforce it, I don't want them to actually retake it. I want this cleric group down here to retake it, so I'm just going to send them up to the road here, and then I'm going to wait for this cleric group. Oh, he's not taking it! What an idiot! He fucked up. This group should easily win. A cleric and a wizard should destroy them. Unless we all miss. Oh, it's fine, they miss too, I guess. The misses! 4 damage? Man, that's not great. It's okay, we killed their leader, so they'll be forced to retreat. Which means I can, indeed... Dang it. Their witch is a lot faster than mine. That sucks for me. You're gonna stun me first again? Nope, we go first. Oh, get wrecked. Get face punched. Crap. Oh, I left him with 1 HP. That sucks. That'll probably cause him to retreat anyway, since he's super low. Both of his units are really low. So he'll probably back up regardless of him not having to. No, he didn't. He came back in. Kudos. You got balls, kid. Crap! Dang it! No! We lost that fight, I think, maybe. Have to hit and kill her. No, we lost. Because he only did 1 damage to the octopus, so we only registered 1 hit of damage. So we technically lost the fight. But it's interesting to note we killed his octopus while he was on water. So he lost his ability to move fast over water, so we're actually going to get back to town before he can take it. a triple wizard. I didn't remember making this team. Wow, this is a dickhead team. Triple wizard. Also known as pick one guy and kill him. Completely eradicated them.
Fight it out. Fight it out.
So, interestingly now, worst case scenario for this is a draw. It did happen, but worst case scenario was a draw, because the witch is incapable of doing damage. So even if she goes first and stuns all of us, it will be a draw, because we both did 0 damage. So I could not possibly have lost that. And if it was a draw, if it's a draw, you both get repelled, which would shove her into the ocean, and she's super slow on the ocean. So it was impossible for her to take my down.
Fight it out.
Check out their levels. These guys are all 2, okay. The level of the enemies that we're fighting. 4. So that's why Lands is, started losing alignment, because they're all at level 5 and they're beating up the Organs. So I had to rotate them back.
Fight it out.
These guys are all really low level. So I'm going to position these guys so that my cleric group actually fights first.
Fight it
So
out.
my cleric group is a little bit more towards the enemy oriented in the city. So the enemy will meet them first. Because I want these guys to level. These guys are super low level. These guys are like level 2 and level 3. So if they get a lot of kills here, they will all level up really, really well, and they'll gain alignment, which means all of the fighter guys will get to become paladins. And I don't remember what the alignment requirement is for Valkyrie. I think it's high, but I can turn this Amazon into a Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a really good. And they're in no danger of losing at all.
Fight it out.
I think I want to do this strong. Yeah, I want them to start over strongest. Oh wait, this is Warren's group. Dang it. I'll have to get them to retreat. Okay. I'll put them on the lower part of the city. I'll put these guys on the higher part of the city. So there we go.
Fight it out.
Oh, I got my lists. Jeez, excuse me. Okay, so now we should be positioned properly. While I'm doing this, I will send Lance's group to liberate the city that I know is there, and I will check. I haven't looked at these guys in forever.
Fight it out.
Just beating the crap out of these guys.
Fight it out.
He's getting the crap whipped out of him. But it's okay, because we have this wizard group backing them up, and that wizard group should be able to bomb the crap out of them. So we'll just move them back in. Now Warren's group is gonna play backup. It should be a really easy fight for them. Oh yeah. In fact, murdered them. Alright, they all leveled up. So let's see if these guys can change. Change cards. Nope. Oh wow, they're only level 3. But you see how their alignment's 52? It's because they were only level 2 and they fought like level 4 guys on 1. Jeez, what's wrong with me? I'm dying, Squirtle. Okay. That should be a free double kill whenever those guys come back. Good. Oh, they're retreating. Jeez, where's the treasure? Treasure down here.
Find out.
Self-food city, huh? Not for long!
Liberation.
Wow, that sucks. That sucks really badly. Dang it. So the reason that's bad is because it's about to be noon, and at noon taxes are collected. So that basically shoved it to midnight, which means I don't get to collect taxes again.
Fight it out.
Okay. Probably the best thing for me to do would be to actually farm the shit out of these guys. But he's only got 2 units left, so it might not be worth it.
Fight it out.
The way you do that is you just set them to leader. You set your guys to fight their leader. And then, yeah, you try to avoid killing their last guy. And just sending them back to base over and over and over again. And then they'll recruit new guys and come after you. And recruit new guys and come after you.
Fight it out.
Wow. She does no damage. And we can't hit them. Wow. Why does she do no damage? Why do you do no damage whatsoever? I don't know.
Fight it out.
One. Did they just do crap damage? I don't remember that. So I don't know. Level 3. Jeez. It hurts. These guys have not found anything. Do something up here.
Fight it out.
Jeez. Apparently I really am done. Hey, we can't hit! Wow, we do no damage. That sucks. So because they started the fight damaged and their cleric went first, he healed a bunch, which is gonna make it hard for us to beat him. And then our cleric went and we hadn't taken any damage, so our cleric didn't do anything. But they missed, so okay, we should win.
Fight it out.
Our cleric goes first again and wastes your turn. Okay, there's some EXP. There's some more EXP. Nice. I think that puts them at 4. Only 3. Damn. So we can fight them and still gain alignment.
Fight it out. Fight it out.
And as long as nothing goes horribly wrong, I can just let my guys win battles. This group will never beat this cleric. Because of the way that their formation's set up, it's pretty much impossible for them to do any damage that would stick to me. Just because their setup is really not optimal. Who's this? Oh, samurai guy. Actually leave him there for now, until we can heal. I'm also going to pull this group back to here. I'm going to send this group, this triple wizard group, back to base, because they're expensive. Basically, you pay per units at noon every day, so if I can send those guys back, and then put them in the base, I want to pay to them. I'm pretty tempted to look up a map of treasures in this place, because I know there are some, but I don't know where they are. Perfect. Means that those guys will run back to base. Hopefully. They're not. Apparently, nope, they are. Means I can keep getting XP off them. Okay, so we got our samurais in this base here, defending that. Because this group is high alignment, they do way more damage in the day. So it's day now, so they do way more damage. Which means it will be almost impossible for them to lose anything. Treasure, where are you? I keep instinctively hitting A when the fight starts. It's like a text box. Okay, make it go away, let's go. But that's what brings up your menu to change your tactics. So that's why that keeps popping up. Because I instinctively have been trained. I've been trained to instinctively hit A whenever that little box appears after I read it. Might lose it, because we missed a lot.
Write it out.
Do work, boys! What does it say? Just waiting for my guys to kill the enemies. Might actually wipe that unit out on this fight,
Fight it out.
because their one archer's really low and the other one's dead. So if we can kill that archer before that cleric gets to go on some healer, we might be able to wipe him out. Not sure if I actually want to, but I mean I'm not gonna stop it. I could just make these guys retreat and, you know, farm those dudes, but I'm not going to. These guys are level 3. These guys are... she's level 4. I think these guys are 3 and 4. Okay, so we're still good.
Fight it out.
$36 XP, okay. Jeez, no treasure. Whatever that fucking Valkyrie.
Fight it out.
Did I accidentally kill it somewhere else? I don't remember killing it. I remember killing the octopus with the witch, but I thought I killed the Valkyrie with the griffin and sent the griffin running back. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I eradicated it. And we're full off. Okay, so I had 36 before that. 21. So I got 15 XP for killing that one guy.
Fight it out.
One damage. Wow. One damage. $21 after that. I don't think you get anything for not eradicating. No, you do. You get 1. 1 XP. You guys can't catch him? He's a beast! Meow. That's my Air Force. I can't catch him. There we go. There's my money. I doubled my money, basically. I would have 75 K, but I pulled that moon card. I'm pretty sure there's stuff on these islands, so we're gonna fly over them. But we're not actually gonna land on the islands in case we find a city, because these guys have a low alignment or charisma. I don't know, it's one of the two. Because they're only for discovery, they're not for alliteration.